Joining me now is Storm Chaser Kyle Cutten, who is also in San Diego. He's in front of a naval carrier. Kyle also rode out Hurricane Ian when it made landfall last year in Florida and recently followed some dangerous tornadoes in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. Kyle, you have seen your fair share of storms. Talk to us about this one in California.
This one was a unique one. We started the day off heading towards El Centro. We got into the first severe storm that was of the day. We saw a tornado there, and then we headed towards the Salton Sea. Massive flooding along the Salton Sea, all the tributaries in the basin that went into that. And then we turned up towards Palm Springs. Palm Springs was heavily flooded as well. And then we made a run over the San Joaquin Mountains, and we saw a tornado at about 7,000 feet there heading back towards San Diego. So it was a wild day.
Yeah, and an earthquake on top of all of that. Was that just coincidence?
You know, when we got the alert on that, we thought we actually felt something, but it was one of those like, no, they couldn't have. So I'll never know if we did or didn't. But right after that, I got the call that there was an earthquake not far away. So just a wild day in Southern California.
Yeah, and a historic one. You know, California doesn't typically see storms like this. People who live there, people you've been talking to, what are they saying about the storm, its effects?
A lot of people, if this is the first they've ever seen anything like this, they've lived here their whole life and never experienced anything. So like you said, it was definitely a historic event.
Yeah, and I think, you know, we're grateful that maybe the warnings didn't turn out as people feared they would, but still there were warnings of some life-threatening floods. We just saw Alex Capriello on the ground standing in a lot of flood water. As the day goes on, people who live in that area, what should they be looking out for?
Definitely don't want to be in any flood water. At the end of the day, it doesn't take but 2 inches of water from the torrent to take your car and push it down. And once a car is pushed, everything can happen at such a high rate that it can be just incredibly deadly really quickly. So I would tell people just to stay home one more day. This water will subside. Like the gentleman said, they had a year's worth of rainfall in one day. So you can expect the worst.
Yeah, a lot of water. Nevada's governor also issued a state of emergency as the storm heads that way. So it's not just California that has to deal with this storm. What sort of dangers do you think people in Nevada need to be worried about right now?
I would tell them the same thing that the folks in the mountains saw. Anybody, as this goes for Idaho as well, and maybe parts of Oregon if it shifts over. The mountains are the most dangerous part because a washout, there's no warning. There's typically minimal emergency workers around in the middle of nowhere, and you can come around the corner. Yesterday, we had boulders coming down in the road as we were going through. I'll release that footage later, but that's going to be the biggest primary is in those higher elevations as the rain is just going to loosen the earth and want to bring it down.
Yeah, grateful it wasn't worse, but that doesn't mean there aren't still dangers involved with this one. Kyle Cutten, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Correct.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.